Hello, hello, hello. It's time to make art again with Mrs. M. Today I'm going to grab a brand new piece of paper and I'm going to start writing the word smart. I want to talk to you today about lettering styles. If you're making something that you want to be bold and make a statement by using a word or your name, you might try this technique of taking your writing and making it into letters that give more of a message. This is the word love and the word kind. Love is kind. I used a recycled box of crackers for this. Every once in a while, I want something that's going to last a while, that's not going to get wrinkled, and I will reuse boxes. Sometimes paper is not always available, especially when you're a little person. I save things like this TV dinner, well, microwavable dinner, and I open the ends, both ends of the box, and then I open the sides of the box. So let me see where the side, oh, here's the seam. And I open it right there on the side. And then that gives me something that looks like a piece of poster board to draw on. This is nice and white. So if I trim off all the edges from the sides along the folds here, I have basically a piece of poster board. This is like a piece of poster board. And this box just happened to be white on the inside. That's an added bonus. The other side, it looks like it has a stain on it. I'm not going to use that. Well, see, this is recyclable. So all this can go into the recycle bin for later, and this can be turned into something wonderful. So that's an option if you are looking for something else to draw on if you're starting to run out of paper. I know that happened to me a lot as a child. I'm going to use a marker next to demonstrate what I mean about making the letters bigger. If you trace around the letter, all the way around, like this, and keep an even space away from the pencil line, all of a sudden you have a bigger, bolder letter. And then you can go back and erase the pencil line. I wrote kind of dark so you could see on camera, but I'm sure you'll write it lightly. So when you erase, there's no evidence of the pencil marks. Let me show you that again. I'm going to go around an equal distance. So take your time and go around. Lettering is so much fun because you could fill it with different colors. It's bigger and bolder than just a thin pencil mark or a mark from your marker. Now this letter has a hole in the center where the A is. I'm going to go around that too, try to make it the same distance away as I did with the other outside line. I'm going to do the same thing with letter R. It has a section in the middle. So after I go around the outside, I'm going to go around the inside of this R and stay the same distance away from that pencil line. And then letter T. Easy to end this word smart. Now once you've erased all of your pencil marks inside, you'll see that your letters are just bolder. Isn't that cool? There's different ways that you can color. I did this earlier, and I used two colors to color this word artist in. I'm going to show you that technique now. So, if I take this yellow green and I color across the middle of the word, just the middle area, with the light green, then I'm going to come back with some blue. And I'm going to do a blended area that's called ombre, where it blends from one color to the next. The reason I chose green and blue is because they are similar. They're close to one another on the color wheel. They're similar colors, so I know they won't look muddy or brownish when they mix together. So right across the middle here, I use a little bit of green across the middle. So there's green all the way across the middle. Now let's get that blue. Here's blue. I start at the bottom with the blue, nice and dark. And then as I go up, I put a little blue on top of that green, and look, it makes a darker green. So that's even cooler. I'm not going all the way to the top of the light green because I still want that blue and green, then that dark green shows up. Now, because I pressed down so hard with my pencil, I've left a an indentation in the paper. The paper, you can still see the line where I have my pencil mark because the crayon won't go down in there. So I put a little blue on top of the green, and it makes that darker green right there. It looks like it's just blending in. You can experiment with lots of different colors with this technique, but I always choose colors that are similar. Green and blue are similar because yellow and blue make green, so blue is related because it's part of making green. When you're mixing, it's part of the process of making green. So as you see, I'm going with the dark blue at the bottom, and then I color a little bit lighter across the middle to make it blend in. Lettering can be so much fun, especially if you're making a sign or a poster, or you just want something nice for your room to hang up. Even if you're designing maybe a birthday card or something special to give someone as a gift, that's a great way to do it. Notice with this one, I went and traced where that pencil line was in the middle and decided I didn't want to color the letters at all. I wanted to color around them and left the letters white. That's an option too. That's something you can do too. You can see a little pencil mark. Just erase that. I just love making art. And I thought of this one. It says fall. And I had spaces after I made the letters. Well, I folded the paper into fourths because I wanted a word with 4 letters. And I thought of fall because it is now fall. Then I had space, and I did the pumpkin and the leaves, and then I said, letter A needs something. So I added this sunflower because I have sunflowers in my yard from this summer, and at this point of the year they're all bent over and they're starting to dry up and the seeds are starting to come out. Look at that. Lettering is, and I just traced over the pencil line with a different color crayon to make it show up on the inside, and I think that's fun. I used all these fall colors. So lettering is fun and it's easy, but after a while it's easy. You must practice. Practicing is good. And remember, art makes you what? Art makes you smart. Thank you. Come back again and make art with me. This was fun today. Art makes you smart.